Johnny and Cyrian have kind of been a little strange with all this Garfield nonsense.
Johnny and Cyrian sort of approached the whole crew and staff and talked about this interesting idea called the Garfield Trail.
So we are going to go to the Garfield Trail in Indiana. Yeah. And there's this town in Indiana where there's like 14 or 15 Garfield statues, all in fun outfits, are doing the little activities.
It was a very long pitch.
So how much total do you need?
As of right now, total, if we could get, I'm gonna say at least $600.
And when they pitched it, they mentioned something called the alt.news fund, which is a myth. It's not real.
If we can't get grants and stuff for it, we can always just dip into the alt.news fund a little bit.
I don't think there's ever been an alt.news fund. I don't know where this has come from.
This is actually a legitimate pitch.
Yeah, this is this is a scientific pitch.
Despite the alt.news funds not existing, somehow they're buying all of this Garfield merch that's just kept appearing around the loft.
Johnny recently brought a Garfield phone to the loft that's not even hooked up.
They each have their own Garfield, full body Garfield costumes now.
They're like twins. They're like twin Garfields.
I mean, I guess they keep trying to fund this themselves, because at the last meeting, they were trying to sell cigarettes.
They turned on this non-copyright dance music and they just started kind of dancing, and it really made a lot of people uncomfortable. I don't know if they knew that or if we should talk to them about it, but yeah.
They went and set up a lasagna stand, just to sell lasagna in their Garfield suits on campus, but they did it on a weekend, so no one was here. And after the whole selling cigarettes campaign, they could be putting this money towards the trip.
Yeah, it looks like we're at a net loss with the fundraising efforts.
The most worrisome thing would be that Walker was pretty hesitant to give them anything at all. And then one day I saw Walker and he looked a little banged up. It just so happened that the same day, Johnny and Cyrian announced that they would be going through with the Garfield Trail.
Apparently this weekend, the trip is definitely happening. So I don't know how they're planning to get there, but we'll find out. Yeah, that was kind of a waste of time, I think.
I basically went on the shoot because no one else wanted to.
It was a big mistake, for sure.
It's not like it was going to be too complicated. They just wanted me to have a camera, just follow them around, record.
It was less like a shoot and more like when a parent follows their toddler around with the family camcorder.
They wore the suits the whole time.
We made a stop at a gas station and they went in.
They talked big about doing this whole thing. We got there and the only thing they really did was just take pictures with these things. It's called the Garf Trail, right? So I kind of imagined like this kind of little gravel trail going around town.
It was not. I think even if you lived in that town, it would take all day. We had to drive 20 minutes to get to one statue. And they weren't even well kept.
It looks like he's been through one too many Mondays. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll get whatever we have left of the alt.news fund to fix this bad boy up.
One wasn't even mounted to the base.
Oh, wait a minute.
He's pretty loose.
Ready?
Oh my god, oh my god.
So everything was going as smooth as this could have all gone, I guess, until we went to the hospital. The statue was just gone.
It was ripped from the concrete base. I don't know what they thought. I guess maybe it got stolen, but Cyrian had to call.
I'm currently doing the Garfield Trail with some of my friends and associates here, And we noticed that the Garfield statue from out front of the hospital, or the campus rather, was gone.
And yeah, it was just being refurbished.
It's being refurbished.
Oh, alrighty.
One of the few moments of unity on the trip was the mutual hatred for British Garfield.
The British are coming. The British are coming. Hide your money.
I think they were coming at it with a very red-blooded American patriot kind of mindset.
It's like, he's not even British, he's American. He's proudly American. They don't eat lasagna in the UK.
Fuck him. Put him in a grave. So we got to the final statue. That was definitely a big relief.
We finished the Garfield Trail.
It was a long day. I'm proud of us. A lot of driving, but at the end of the day, we did the full Garfield Trail.
Me and Drake are happy to be done. You know, this is it. We finally get to go. But there was a bit of a surprise in store.
Are we going back now?
Turns out, whatever measly coinage they gave away at the donation was the last of the fund. I think that was kind of the last straw, and Drake kind of just like, he was like, we gotta go. We're getting out of here.
Put the camera. I still haven't heard from them. I think they're probably still stuck in Indiana. They don't have a car. They don't have money. I don't know. Not my problem.
I don't know how to feel after all this, because I thought it was just kind of all funny, going through the stress of actually shooting everything at the trail and just becoming progressively more fed up with it and realizing they wasted all our money, I think has soured a lot of what was just kind of pretty funny to me at first. As much as I want to feel worried about their whereabouts, I'm also glad to be away from this whole situation.